Welcome to the show, everybody. This is the Reimagine You Lab podcast. And it's the third Friday, so Dr. Joyce is here. And as you just heard, and she was sharing that number one, she's got the Purple Mind series that is available. Today, what she's going to be talking about and sharing with us is coming out of the Shield of Protection and the Peace and Rest books. And then, of course, the nutrition and wellness one is available. Yes. We're going to get, so Dr. Joyce, let me just say hello to you first. Hello, how are you today?
Oh, hi, Ms. Michelle. Thank you for inviting me back to your show. I am great. I am blessed and highly favored.
Yay. Well, I am glad that you are here. And today's topic, we're talking about organic and essential oils that promote health and wellness.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. So we're going to jump into our disclaimer because we always want to make sure that we share with folks. And Dr. Joyce, I'll let you take it away.
Okay, so the information that I will be providing today is for educational and inspirational purposes. And it's not to make a diagnosis or treatment, but it's just to empower you with information to make wise decisions.
Amen. All right, we want you to make wise decisions, everybody. You can access all of Dr. Joyce's books and resources at purplemindbook.com, or you can go to amazon.com. The resources are there as well. And so we just want to make sure that you know that you can always get the tool so that if you want more in depth, get the book. That's what I'm going to tell you. Get the book. So Dr. Joyce, let's dive in today because I'm interested in, organic and essential oils. You hear a lot about them, and a lot of times people think that they're just for making your house smell good or making your body smell good, right? But there's a little bit more to the essential oil. So I want to get into that with you today.
Yeah, it's like you mentioned, most people think it's just for aromatherapy, to make the room smell good. But these essential oils are for health and wellness. And on the last session, we talked about herbs. And so these are essential oils that are made from plants, that are made from these herbs, and they have hidden energy. And the hidden energy that they have supports physical health as well as body systems. It promotes emotional balance and mental clarity, as well as these essential oils are associated with spiritual growth.
Well, you have piqued my interest. So tell me more.
Okay, so the organic essential oils contain the highest vibe in nature. So the highest vibration, literally, in nature. And their history goes way back. They were used as far back as 4,500 BC. And this is before Jesus Christ walked on the earth. In ancient Egypt, Africa, also in Asia and the Mediterranean for healing. So the king of oils is frankincense. And it was one of the most famous oils in history mentioned in the Bible as a gift to Jesus. And you can find this in Matthew's chapter 2, verse 11. And it's known today for healing with stress and focus. So this is one of the higher vibrating essential oils that will actually increase our spiritual awareness. Okay. And then also myrrh goes back to ancient time. It's an ancient beauty oil, was a major part of Queen Esther's year-long beauty regimen in ancient Persia. And this is in Esther chapter 2, verse 12. So the organic essential oils, like I said, the history goes way back. And also aloe, the heartwood of sandalwood. And today it's usually referred as sandalwood oil. And it was used as a perfume for the burial of Christ. And this is in John chapter 19, verses 39 to 40. Today, sometimes, like I said, aloe is referred to as sandalwood essential oil. And it's used for stress, depression, insomnia, sciatic pain, varicose veins, and skin care. And then another ancient organic essential oil is the cedarwood. And it is symbolic of a cleansing oil. And it was used for purification rituals in the Bible after someone had a disease like leprosy or they died. Today it's used as an antiseptic, an antibacterial, and for emotional balance and mental clarity. So we're seeing how it's not only these oils are not only providing us physical health, but also mental clarity and balance.
Yeah, no, this is so good, Dr. Joyce, because number one, I did not know that aloe was kind of like the heart of sandalwood, which is a fragrance that I like and use often. And so I didn't know this. Dr. Joyce,
Yeah.
you always come with the juice, I tell you what, or the oil in this case.
Thank you. Organic essential oils during the biblical time were referred to as fragrances, ointments, odors, perfumes, and sweet savors. So when you're reading the Bible, you won't see organic essential oils. You'll see maybe fragrance or ointments, odors, perfumes, or whatever.
Those are the names. Yeah.
Those were the names you used during that time. Today, they're referred to as organic essential oils or essential oils or therapeutic oils. Okay. So the Bible makes hundreds of references to the use of these essential oils, as they refer to as fragrances, ointments, odors, perfumes, and savors for physical and emotional healing, purification and cleansing, enhancement, spiritual worship, anointing of individuals for holy purposes, and that frankincense was anointed, the King of Kings anointed Jesus. The wise men brought that to Mary and Joseph to anoint Jesus because they knew that he was our Savior, our Messiah. And it's also used in the Bible, or was used in the Bible, for embalmment and mummification.
Yeah. You know what? I think this is so important, and I'm glad we're talking about this because a lot of times there's always more than meets the eye, right? Like there's always more that we just don't know. So I'm glad that you're kind of sharing a little more in depth where they originated from, and then how they were used then to help people and how they may use them now. So
yeah, it's like the history, we need to know where we're coming from to know where we are going. So this is the history of the organic essential oils, which go way back, like I said, 4,500 years ago.
Yeah. So there's blending of oils, Dr. Joyce?
Exactly. So we have blending of these biblical healing oils to release emotional blockage. And so these two oils, the cedarwood and the hyssop. So you're blending 50% of cedarwood and 50% of the hyssop to release the deep-seated emotional blockages, particularly those related to past or childhood traumas. So together they symbolize a transition from brokenness to restoration. Hyssop removes the old, and cedarwood represents strengthening and longevity. So these two oils blend well together. And they're used for releasing of emotional blockage. Also, frankincense and myrrh. When you blend those two oils together in equal amounts, they're for deep spiritual meditation and for dying to the old self, getting rid of that shame and guilt, and just going to another level. Frankincense is one of the oils that I use, and I use it daily. I put a few drops on the arch of my foot.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I'm getting ready to, I can see right now that I'm going to have a new daily ritual that's going to be part of what I need to be doing, Dr. Joyce.
Yes. So organic essential oils, sometimes referred to as therapeutic essential oils, have their energy vibe, how their energy vibe works with your body. So now we're going to just go into how the vibration, the energy that's coming from the oils from these herbs work. So in the early 20th century, Royal Raymond Rife, the inventor of Rife's frequent instrument, also referred to as Rife's ray machine. And you can Google Rife on the internet and read more about him. But he was able to measure the bioelectrical frequency of humans and plants. And he demonstrated that organic essential oils of plants can reach much higher frequencies than a healthy human body. And as we know, everything living has energy. So we're all vibrating. Our eyes can see it, but our mind cannot comprehend it. So we don't see everything moving, but literally everything, we're all vibrating because we have energy. Every living thing has energy and it's vibrating. So when these tiny molecules found in the plant's essential oils, when they enter your body, their high vibrational frequency will promote. Now we're talking about the oils that are being extracted from a lot of the herbs that we're using and other plants. When they are extracted and you place them a few drops, like I said, I use it like at the arch of my foot. You could place it on the palm side of the wrist of your hand. Immediately they will go into your body, through your skin, even into your brain, and detoxify, as well as cause proper circulation of energy in your body cells, throughout your body cells, just within minutes because of the high frequency.
Oh wow! Okay, this is good. I'm still paying attention, Dr. Joyce.
Okay. So, how is frequency measured? So, how is the frequency in these coming from these herbs of plants, the oils from the herbs of these from the plants, the herbal plants? How are they measured? So, let's look at a healthy human body. The electrical vibratory frequency is between 62 and 72 megahertz. And megahertz mean millions of hertz. And that's frequently abbreviated capital M, capital H, and small z. Don't forget the Z, hertz, okay? And so the vibratory frequency is measured in units called megahertz. And it is equivalent to 1 million cycles per second through a fixed point. And I think we mentioned this before when we were talking about electromagnetic frequencies.
Yeah.
Okay, so the same thing. So it's the energy moving at 1 million cycles per second through a fixed point. So that's why it moves so quickly through your body. Once you apply a few drops, on your skin, immediately it goes throughout your cells, all of your cells, including your brain cells.
Yeah, no, that. So, thinking about that, I heard you say you can put it at your wrist, palm side, your wrist, or the arches of your feet and stuff like that. That is, this is something that people probably don't know a lot about. And I think I'm so glad that we're talking about it today, because I think it makes a difference for people when we're looking at things. What can I naturally do?
Right.
To help myself, to help my body.
Exactly.
And so this is one of those tools and resources people can do. So talk to us about those small molecules.
Okay.
We'll work through.
Okay. So organic essential oils, they have small molecules that travel at supersonic speed. And this is the oil coming from these herbal plants. They are composed of very small molecules that can pass through, like I mentioned, the skin and reach every part of the body and pass through the blood-brain barrier freely within minutes. Essential oils are applied topically, and they also, a lot of people will use the aromatherapeutic method, where they inhale it by using a diffuser. And you can also take these essential oils orally. But today, my talk is about topical use or inhaling it by placing them in a diffuser. That's the way we're going to be using these particular oils. So to use topically, you place a few drops on the palm side of your wrist or on the arch of your foot, like I said, and that's the way I use mine. I just put a few drops on the arch of my foot.
Okay.
So now, like I mentioned, Rife before, Royal Raymond Rife, he was actually the first person who did a lot of research. He was like an engineer. He wasn't a medical doctor, but he was an engineer. His father was a mechanical engineer. So a lot of this knowledge that he gained, I believe he inherited it.
Exactly, yeah.
Wisdom. So with this Rife machine, he was able to actually come up with some vibratory frequencies. So what's a healthy human body? Like I said, between 62 and 72 megahertz. Mm-hmm. Bacterial inflammations or infections, that's lower, 58 megahertz. Yeast infection, lower. So your body, your energy in your cells is lower when you have disease. Mm-hmm. Bacterial infection, yeast infection, viral infections, you see it's lower. And then with cancer, it's like 42 megahertz. So you're going from a healthy human body at 62 to 72 megahertz, all the way down to 42 megahertz. That's the electrical energy. That's the vibration of your cells with cancer. It's lesser than the healthy human body.
Yeah, so we definitely want to make sure that we are building back up, right?
Keeping this body, keeping this battery that's moving and keeping our vibration high.
Yeah.
So with Bruce Tanio and Dave Young, these are other people who are doing research in frequencies. Mm-hmm. So from the research that they have done, they're saying that organic essential oils, biofrequency, bio means pertaining to the cells in the body, biological, mm-hmm. ranges from 52 to 428 megahertz. Now, these are the essential oils. We're not talking about the human body, which was 62 to 72. We're talking mm-hmm. about the biofrequencies in these wonderful, precious, organic essential oils. They range from 52 to 442 megahertz. So in a functional sense, the lower frequencies, 52 to 72 megahertz, coming from these essential oils, mm-hmm. support your physical health and body systems. So the mid frequency of 78 to 147 megahertz promotes emotional balance and mental clarity. And then when you get into the high frequencies, 147 and above, it's associated with the spiritual growth and realization. Mm. So we're going to just take a quick look at the organic essential oils, their energetic profiles, relative to the other plants' essential oils. So again, low frequency, we say that's strictly physical. So if you're having a physical issue, maybe like indigestion or gastric problems, ginger, basil, thyme, because they have the lower frequency. If you need something to stimulating, an herb, essential oil that would be stimulating, then you'll look more to those oils that have low to mid frequencies, and that would be peppermint or black pepper. And then mild frequencies, calming. These essential oils with the mild frequencies, they're calming. That's like 118 megahertz. That would be your lavender, marjoram, tea tree, and cypress. And then the high frequencies, 147 megahertz. Again, we're going to a whole nother level. We're getting into the spiritual level. That would be your frankincense, which is 147 megahertz. And then rose is actually the highest, or was at one time the highest, 320 megahertz. And for a long time, we consider this the rose of Sharon. So this goes all the way back to the Bible.
Yeah.
But these two guys, Tanio and Dave Young, they said that now the Idaho blue spruce has the highest. I don't know too much about that, but they're saying, so if you hear this, Idaho blue spruce supposed to have the highest of all the organic essential oil frequencies, and it's 428 megahertz. That's what they're saying. But in my book, when you read my book, you will see that I have rose as the highest at 320 megahertz. But we know this is science, and that with the technology, with the tools, we're always learning new information.
Yeah. Idaho spruce. I'm gonna look that up and see what I find on it.
Right, and they're saying that Idaho blue spruce is only found in the trees in Idaho. So
Really? Okay.
yes, that's why it's called Idaho blue spruce, which is the tree, the blue spruce. Okay, so this is our foundational scripture, and we have to, we have to look through the lens of God when we're dealing with anything pertaining to our bodies, because He created us. So in Genesis, the first chapter 29, and most of you probably know this verse by now, God said, "See, I have given you every herb that yields seed, which is on the face of all the earth, and every tree whose fruit yields seed. To you it shall be for food." So we know that we should be eating and using and applying these herbs that are non-GMO. And it says organic means that it's grown on the land of the earth. It's not coming from ponds and laboratories. Okay. So when we're getting organic essential oils that are organic, grown on the land of the earth, non-GMO, they contain their seed, they and only these herbs and fruits and vegetables will have frequency.
Got it. That's a good point. That's a key indicator.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And so here we see the organic essential oils, the bioelectrical vibrational frequencies, and these were pioneered again by Bruce Tanio. So if you want to do the research on this guy and look up, his information, you can, Bruce Tanio. So what we're seeing is to eat fresh, organic, according to Genesis 29, non-GMO vegetables and fruits. You will be receiving fresh. From the fresh, you will be receiving 20 to 27 megahertz of vibrational frequency to increase your human healthy human vibratory frequency. And then for fresh, organic, non-GMO herbs, it's the same as fresh, organic, non-GMO vegetables and fruits. Now we will see when we go to dry, the frequency is a little bit lower for dried organic fruits and vegetables and dried organic non-GMO herbs. So it goes from 20 to 27 for the fresh. So the fresh is always better than dried. But dried organic contains 15 to 22 megahertz of vibratory frequency. And you want to note, if it's non-GMO, if it's non-organic and GMO herbs, vegetables, and fruits, if you're eating processed foods, if you're eating microwave foods and canned foods, you're getting 0 megahertz. And so in order to prevent, you want to get the megahertz from your fresh fruits and vegetables and your fresh and dried herbs, you're going to read your ingredients. Make sure the plant was grown without synthetic pesticides, fertilizers. They are not GMO, genetically modified, or contain bioengineered ingredients, which means the same.
Mm-hmm.
You want to look for your USDA organic on your product, and you want to also look for non-GMO verified with that little butterfly logo.
Yeah. I'm noticing that when I go to the store now, Dr. Joyce, I'm looking at everything, looking at my labels.
Good. So again, when we compare the organic essential oils energetic profile relative to fresh and dried organic herbs, when we compare the organic non-GMO herbs with the essential oils,
Mm-hmm.
we're seeing that they are much higher.
Yes, a significant difference.
So the essential oil from the cinnamon leaf is 52 to 78 megahertz in comparison with the fresh fruits and vegetables and herbs, much higher. And then you see ginger is 52 through 78 megahertz. Black pepper is 78 through is 78 megahertz. Peppermint, 78 megahertz. Clove, way up there, 137 megahertz. And we're going to learn a little bit more about clove. Clove is powerful. It's a powerful oil. Basil, 52 megahertz. Marjoram, 105 megahertz. And rosemary, 78 through 157 megahertz. And so if we remember what we just said, how the lower the megahertz, it supports your physical health and body systems. Then the mid frequencies, they're more for emotional balance and mental clarity. And the higher the frequency, it's for spiritual growth and realization. So
yeah. So we want to get on those higher frequencies.
Exactly, because they get rid of dis-ease. They get rid of the diseases. They detoxify the body, increase the energy within your cells. And when they do that, they can actually kill the bacteria, the viruses. Okay, so with the organic essential oils, the extraction process must protect the plant's wholeness to benefit your health. And the way oil is extracted from different parts of the plant requires different techniques. So this is very important. Not just having a non-GMO organic, that's the beginning point, but the way they extract the oils from the plants is very important. And the most common way of extraction is the steam distillation. This is the most common way, and they are extracting it from, for instance, if it's the rose, they extract it from the rose petals or fresh flowers or the leaves of these herbs, buds, needles with the trees, the different trees, twigs, roots, wood, and the gum of resin. And then you have distillation of seeds. You even have cold expression. So the cold expression, they're actually doing this with fruit peels like lemons, limes, and orange to keep the oils fresh and vibrant. But the main thing that when you're reading the ingredients on the containers of your essential oils, you want to make sure it does not have hexane, that they're not using hexane to extract the oils when they're using the cold expression or any of these processes. And there is a difference between fragrant oils and therapeutic oils. Fragrant oils are not therapeutic oils. They're fragrant oils. They, to give you a perfume, a scent, a scent that you like. But it's not for therapeutic. And in this country, just like the food, most of the essential oils, 90% of the essential oils are not essential therapeutic oils. They're just oils. So
Yeah,
yeah,
so we got to read for that. Got to read those labels.
and you have to actually read up on who is processing these, who is doing the extraction process of your oils.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so organic essential oils, they consist of super smart tiny molecules that can travel through your skin, like we said, to and they can reach even your brain in just minutes. Inside these oils are special bioactive compounds that act like cleanup crew to help your cells function better. So these are these organic essential oils, they are oxygen boosters, and that's because they contain these bioactive compounds. You remember when we were talking about herbs, they said, we said they contain the bioactive compounds like phenols and carotenoids. Now, with these essential oils, we have bioactive compounds like monoterpenes, and these are your oxygen boosters. They deliver oxygen directly to your cells to keep them energized and help prevent the development of cancer cells.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have what we call the DNA techs. These are your sesquiterpenes, or they're sometimes referred to as SQ terpenes. They have an amazing ability to reprogram damaged or scrambled information in your DNA. And we know that the DNA is like the headquarters of the cell. That's the blueprint of the cell. So we always want to protect the DNA. Damaged DNA can cause cancer. And these sesquiterpenes can also possess a variety of healing properties. We're getting all of these wonderful things through organic essential oils. They're also referred to as the receptor cleaners. And these are your phenylpropanoids. They clean the receptor sites on your cells so that your body can communicate better with them when under attack of a bacteria or a virus. So these three bioactive compounds, they boost your immune system to enhance health and wellness. And this is what we're getting from organic essential oils only, not any other,
Those fragrant oils. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so organic essential oils are found in many of our herbs in our kitchen cabinet that we use for cooking that have been healing thousands of years. So here is how commonly used kitchen herbs help your body when they are properly distilled into essential oils. So we have ginger, turmeric. We're taking the essential oils from these herbs now. We're using the essential oils. And black pepper oils, the DNA protectors that are loaded with sesquiterpenes and monoterpenes.
Mm-hmm.
They help protect your DNA and boost your natural defenses. Ginger oil, great for traveling because it helps you with motion sickness and nausea, especially if someone is pregnant. And I just had a friend who is in her early stage of pregnancy, and she was saying, she's having problems with morning sickness. Ginger oil can help with that. And it also is a digestive oil that helps settle your stomach. So that's ginger. And turmeric oil helps manage arthritis, improve heart health, reduce digestive issues, and support cognitive function or mental clarity.
Wow. You know what, Dr. Joyce, it just makes me think about, I know, there's so many, like you said, all these things are literally in your kitchen cabinet, and getting them and now thinking about a different way to use and to enhance your health, with things that you already probably have or could be using. So this is good learning. I I just want you to continue on, Dr. Joyce. I
Oh,
always think I learn so much.
you go ahead, whatever you wanted to say. That'll be great. Because I'm sure a lot of your viewers are wondering the same thing,
Possibly. So when you're thinking about like the oils or the things that we have in our medicine camp, like I always get like the ginger and I will cut off a little piece and put it in with hot water to have like a ginger tea in the morning, and I was told about, that ginger has the compounding effects to kind of help with inflammation and things like that. So
Exactly.
I'm interested in how to, how to use it as oil, like, in natural. Is that something that can be done ourselves, or is that something that we need to look for in the store?
But now they do have a kit. They have a distillation kit that you can purchase, and you can
Okay.
purchase them from Home Depot if you want to distill your own. If you want to extract your own oils from these herbs, you can do it yourself.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
now again, if you purchase these oils that have already been extracted, then you want to just make sure that they're organic, USDA organic oils.
With
You
the
want to
butterfly logo. Okay.
and the advantage of having the oils, like for instance, if you're traveling and you have motion sickness, you may not be able to get someplace where you can boil it, which is good too. That fresh ginger that you boil, that's great for digestion issues. You can just put a few drops on the arch of your foot or on your wrist, and it'll help with motion sickness. It'll help with any digestion issues.
Nice.
And so we have what we call the energy circulator, and that's your black pepper oil. And what it does, it improves the blood flow and support health digestion as well. And of course, when you're using the fresh black pepper and turmeric, you want to use those two together. Those two come together with you using the fresh ginger and the fresh black pepper herbs on your foods.
Okay.
The oil, thyme, and rosemary oils, these are considered oxygen boosters. These oils contain your monoterpenes, which deliver oxygen directly to your cells. And so when it's delivering oxygen, it's also delivering nutrients. That's why these oils are just so powerful. The powerhouse oil is considered the thyme oil, and it's for your immune system because it is antibacterial, antimicrobial. It is often used for coughs and headaches and even skin issues like eczema, acne in youth and young kids and even some adults, bruises and burns. And then we have the master task maker, rosemary oil. Aside from boosting your immunity, this oil is a decongestant that helps when your nasal passage is congested. It is also famously used to help treat hair loss, alopecia. So you mix the rosemary oil, a few drops with the curial oil, and then you can actually apply that directly to your scalp. But it is contraindicated for people with high blood pressure, if you're pregnant, or if you have epilepsy.
That's so good to know.
Okay, so essential organic essential oils, another one which is considered the stress buster, and this is the marjoram oil. This oil contains the monoterpenes that deliver oxygen directly to your cells to keep them energized. It is a natural relaxer used to help with stress, insomnia, and even depression. It is a great choice for soothing muscle pain and for respiratory complaints like asthma and bronchitis. And then we have what we call the high voltage antioxidant power. And of course, we always have heard about antioxidants. I'm always talking about antioxidants because those are the good guys that protect yourselves. Well, with this clove oil, it has antioxidant power that's off the chain. Especially when compared with your herbs and your vegetables and your fruits. And we want to make sure we're eating those too. But It is a mental stimulant that helps with exhaustion and to get the same orca. Now, this orca is a new term that you may not have heard of before, but it's the same as antioxidant capacity. What it stands for, it's an acronym that stands for oxygen radical absorbance capacity. In other words, it's antioxidant capacity. So if you see orca on something, you know that you're buying something with high voltage antioxidant power. So a few drops of clove you would have to consume. Just for a few drops of clove, you would have to consume to get the same antioxidant power. 450 pounds of carrots, 120 quarts of blueberries, and 98 gallons of beet juice.
That's a whole lot of juice, Dr. Joyce.
Yeah, you can get the same antioxidant power from just putting a few drops of clove oil. So I'm going to be adding clove oil to my juices. And then we have peppermint oil, and this is like a bonus shield. So peppermint oil, in addition to, you know, when we learned about the juices that you can drink before you have an x-ray done, like watermelon juice and grapefruit juice, if you have this peppermint oil and you just put a few drops on your skin, it will protect you from DNA damage caused by x-rays, whether you're having a mammogram, a routine x-ray, or CT scans. Peppermint oil.
Wow. There's so much to learn.
Yes, yes. And so we have tea tree oils, cypress oils, and lavender oils. These are called the great connectors because they bridge the gap between the mid-vibrational frequency, which allows them to support both your physical body and also balancing your emotions. The tea tree, cypress oil, lavender oil. And lavender oil happens to be one of the most common used oils too, and it is used for children as well as adults. Okay, so here's how these two powerful oils bridge the gap. And of course, we've talked about the monoterpenes. And so both of these oils contain the monoterpenes, which carry oxygen directly into your cells. And by carrying the oxygen directly into your cells, your cells also receive the nutrients that help your body and brain stay energized and clear-headed. So here we have these oils, the tea tree, cypress, lavender. They're working at two levels. They're working at your physical level as well as your emotional, providing both physical and emotional health. And again, tea tree, cypress, and lavender, they are the great connectors, okay, bridging the gap between your physical body and also balancing your emotions. And then I just do a breakdown on talking about the tea tree. It has a vibration of 121 megahertz. And it's considered like the heavy lifter against germs. And it acts as an antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, immunostimulant, and analgesic to treat things like cold sores. And you know about herpes, you know, cold sores, you may get on your lip, and you may get on your private spaces. You just put a little tea tree on a little cotton ball, put it on your lip. That helps with the pain. It's an analgesic. And if it's on your private space, the same thing. It will help that pain because with herpes, you get like a very burning pain because herpes affects your nerve. And so this tea tree is amazing. If you have like a boil under your arm, on your skin somewhere, it'll help to draw that infection out of it.
That's so good. Ooh.
So the tea tree, and so now we'll look at the cypress oil. It's called the Balance Specialist. It has a frequency range between 52 and 105 megahertz. And it's for the body. It focuses on flow, helping with poor circulation, muscle cramps, and even helping women manage the physical symptoms of pre and post menopausal stress or menstrual stress.
Mm.
For the mind, it is known for its ability, cypress oil is known for its ability to promote emotional balance when you feel irritable or stressed. And cypress helps smooth the storm and provides mental clarity. So basically, when you are using these oils, they provide, again, both physical health as well as mental
And
health.
mental well-being. Yeah, that's good. That's so good to know.
And the lavender oil is considered your calming specialty. It has a frequency of 118 megahertz. It is one of the most used essential oils for the body. It focuses on burns, wounds, insect bites, eczema, and in children, abdominal pain, chickenpox, insect bites, sunburn, and wounds. So this is another, instead of getting the sunscreen that may have titanium dioxide, you might want to try a little lavender oil.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, you could apply it topically. And we're going to talk about how you do a little skin patch test to make sure you don't have allergies to these oils too.
Okay.
For the mind, it is used to treat depression, insomnia. And we know that depression and insomnia will lower your vibratory frequency of the body.
Mm-hmm.
So it will help to keep your vibratory frequency in your body elevated. Jet lag. Lavender is used for jet lag. So you have your lavender oil with you and you're traveling 23 hours, 15 hours, whatever.
Traveling internationally, yeah. That would be good to have. That'd be good to have.
And then you can use it for all those other purposes as well. So we're going to talk just briefly about carrier oils, because when you are applying these oils topically to your body, then you have to use a carrier oil. For instance, I mentioned rosemary is good for alopecia and people who are maybe seeing their hairlines recede, or the men are, they're losing hair, your hair is thinning out. Mm-hmm. Well, you have to mix this with a carrier oil to apply to your skin. So these carrier oils are for skin types to ensure the blend absorbs properly. So for skin types, all skin types, carrier oils will be the Moringa organic oil. It's loaded with nutrients, it's lightweight, and it's for skin and hair. It's actually helps hair breakage, as well as hair loss, and it's good for skin as well. And then if you have oily skin that's acne prone, you can use the jojoba oil as a carrier oil. Dry or flaky skin, the sweet almond oil. Sensitive skin, hemp seed oil. And then again, all skin types, fractionated coconut oil. Mm-hmm. And as far as the safety note, always perform a skin patch test on the palm side of your wrist with a few drops of the essential oil. Leave it on for 24 hours to make sure you don't have any, itching, redness, any type of allergic reaction. And you can also do that skin patch test with the carrier oil to rule out any allergic reactions. All of our body chemistries are different. So just to be on the safe side, if you've never used these before and you have sensitive skin, you might want to do that skin patch test. I recommend doing that first before starting.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to check and make sure, see how it works for you.
Exactly.
And then if it works good, go all in.
Absolutely.
No allergies, go all in.
Make it your daily routine of using a little bit of it, because what it does, again, it increases your natural human biofrequency, vibrational frequency to detox your body. You want to detox your cells, keep them clean, and then keep that energy flow going through.
Absolutely.
And also it will, the other thing about this is that all of these organic non-GMO herbs, vegetables, fruits, organic essential oils, which should be at really our top level now, extracted from organic non-GMO herbs, provide critical biological compounds that can neutralize the oxidative stress and inflammation of the environmental pollutant. And the most polluting one now is the 5G wireless devices. And we all have this energy level, this energy field surrounding us. It's called the body aura, and it's a 6 inches barrier around us, and we want to protect that. And by using these organic essential oils and eating healthy, we are protecting, we are putting that shield around us to help protect the oxidative stress and inflammatory process caused from these pollutants.
Nice. No, this has been good, Dr. Joyce. Lots of good. Listen, you guys, and Joyce, you got a load of references here to share with folks. All I'm telling you, Dr. Joyce and the Purple Mind series of books that she has are amazing. There's lots that you can learn. She's got the Peace and Rest. She's got Shield of Protection. Of course, we have been through Nutrition and Wellness. Go and check it out at Amazon.com or even purplemindbook.com. Just like it sounds, purple the color, mind like your mind, and book.com. And you'll see all the resources and stuff there. And it looks like, Dr. Joyce, you've got some others here from some of the research and stuff that you've done.
Yes. This one, Aromatic Essential Oils and Blends for Health, Beauty, and Home by Falsetto. It's a great book because it'll tell you which oils you can blend. It has beautiful pictures in it. This is a book worth investing in if you're interested in essential oils. And then there's another book by last name of the author is Rubin, and this is called The Maker's Diet. And I read maybe 5 or 6 pages in this book, and this book talks about the importance of the bioactive compounds that we're finding only in the essential oils that increase the oxygen, use up your DNA. And then you can also go on YouTube and raise your vibratory frequency with essential oils. It's pretty neat. I enjoyed listening to that. So just a lot of the information that I've given you today, you will not find it. I touch on essential oils in, like Miss Michelle said, in the Peace of Mind and the Purple Mind Shield of Protection. But in research, we're always learning and growing. So this feature will give you a lot more than I have in the books, but these books have a lot more about the body, soul, and mind.
Yes. Oh, so good. Dr. Joyce, I always love it when you come. And go and share your last note here because I think it's important.
So for thousands of generations, these same plants were used, the same plants that we're using today or that we have available to use today were used for health and wellness. God, our Creator, has given us tools for health, and we must receive them with gratitude and use them with wisdom. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, Dr. Joyce, so good. Listen, everyone, I am so glad. I hope you stayed in. Listen to it all. Share this episode with someone else that you may know that it could be a benefit or a blessing to them. Because the whole goal is, if we're going to be here on the earth, let's improve or increase the quality of our lives. And we just got a whole new lesson on new ways to be able to do that with organic oils, and some that you got right inside your kitchen cabinet. So Dr. Joyce, thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. It's always a joy. And everyone, if you haven't subscribed already, please hit the bell and subscribe, and you'll also get notification for every Friday when a new episode drops. I look forward to seeing you all here next week. Have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you.